The Philippines is not only rich in history but also ghost stories. If you're looking for an otherworldly thrill, Metro Manila alone has a lot of places you can visit. Hello viewers and welcome to our video on the top 10 haunted houses in the Philippines. The Philippines is known for its rich culture and history, but it's also home to some of the most haunted places in the world. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 most haunted houses in the Philippines and their chilling stories. So, if you're ready to be spooked, let's begin. Number 1. Fort Santiago, Intramuros. Aside from being a popular destination for history lovers, Intramuros is also the best and most accessible ghost hunting place for dark tourists in Metro Manila. In particular, Fort Santiago is known to be a very active haunted place that has accumulated ghosts from centuries of colonization, wars, and calamities. Among them is one notable spirit, the Philippines' national hero, Jose Rizal, who was imprisoned at Fort Santiago before his execution in Bagam Bay in Rizal Park. It is said that the hero's ghost lingers here, with some claiming that they've seen his apparition or heard his voice. Number 2. Manila Film Center, PASAY. It stands neglected next to the cultural center of the Philippines, but in 1981, Manila Film Center was a visionary project of the First Lady Imelda Marcos, touted as the home of an international film fest that could vie with Cannes. Tragedy struck in the dawn of November 17, 1981, when collapsed scaffolding brought a surge of wet cement down onto more than 100 workers. It is said that some bodies were left inhumed in the cement as construction was quickly resumed. That sealed the curse that would hang over Manila Film Center for years to come. A series of unfortunate events befell anyone who associated with the place, such as the amazing Philippines theater that saw a mysterious murder and fire accident during their lease. Number 3. Diplomat Hotel, Baguio. It seems there's more to the chills in Baguio than just its cool climate. The town is also thick with a ghostly mist from all its haunted spots. One of the most infamous is the Diplomat Hotel, built in 1913 and now a National Historical Site. However, just like many that have survived a century of colonization and wars, its rich history is far from a fairy tale. During World War II, the building was heavily blemished with the blood and misery of women raped, prisoners tortured, and nuns and priests decapitated. Number 4. LAPERAL White House, Baguio. Built in the 1920s, the LAPERAL White House in Baguio was just like any other family residence. However, misfortune soon arrived at its doorstep and never left. During World War II, it became another site for Japanese soldiers' brutal acts. Once the family resettled in the mansion, a series of accidents took the members' lives, including the young daughter who was hit by a car and the patriarch who stumbled to his death on the front stairway. According to the property caretakers, the noise of children playing can be heard around the house, as well as an apparition of a white-clad lady staring from one of the windows. This property is now owned by the Luciot and Group and has been converted into an exhibit showcasing Philippine bamboo carvings. Currently, the LAPERAL Mansion is not open to visitors, but many people simply passing by on Leonard Road have reported feeling the creepy aura and even seeing unearthly figures. Number 5. Clark Air Base Hospital, Pampanga. The Clark Air Base Hospital is another old abandoned structure that stands as a reminder of the Philippines' grim history. In its early years, it accommodated soldiers and other casualties of World War II and Vietnam War until the historic Pinatubo eruption swept over it. Now, the abandoned hospital is heavily charged with a paranormal presence. There have been multiple reports of soldiers screaming with pain, babies crying, and even poltergeist activities that caused ghost hunters to turn tail and never return. Number 6. Corregidor Island. Corregidor Island is another top historical spot in the Philippines as it was at the front line of World War II. You don't need to have a third eye to feel the somber vibe from the remnants of war. Abandoned hospital, bomb-damaged structures, eerie tunnels. The most haunted places are the old Corregidor Hospital, which was bombed by the Japanese in WWII, and Malinta Tunnel, which was also used as a war treatment facility. Don't be surprised if you hear cries and footsteps echoing off the ruins. Number 7. Bahay na PULA. A field in Bulacan still bears the ruins of the so-called Ilusorio house. The blood-colored mansion was once stood witness to the Japanese forces' cruelty during World War II. In 1944, the Japanese razed Pampanga's Barrio Mapanique to the ground, murdering all the men. The Japanese troops then enslaved the women, ordering them to carry their loot to the Ilusorio house, which was converted into a military prison. They dragged women from all over Pampanga and Bulacan to the Ilusorio house to rape and enslave them. If any woman refused, she would be subjected to torture or be executed with bayonets. Number 8. Balete Drive, Quezon City. All countries have their own version of an urban legend about a ghost lady dressed in white. In the Philippines, the most famous is the White Lady of Balete Drive. Some think the White Lady often seen there is the ghost of a young girl who died in a car accident, while others believe it was a young lady who died during the Spanish colonial era. Balete trees or strangula figs are a type of fig that begins by entangling itself around trees, eventually taking over and killing the host tree. In Filipino superstition, the cutting down of balete trees brings bad luck, and sometimes even death, because they are the dwelling place of supernatural beings such as Tikbalan and Diwata. Number 9. Malacanang Palace, Manila. For some, having a paranormal experience at the palace is more of a luxury than a haunting. It is alleged that several staff have reported seeing a capper and a faceless ghost while on duty. Some people also think that the spirit of the late President Manuel L. Quezon haunts the palace, while others have reported seeing a lady clad in black peering out of a window. Number 10. Dominican Hill Retreat House, Diplomat Hotel. Originally built in the 1910s as a retreat house for Dominican priests, this dilapidated structure sitting atop Dominican Hill in Baguio was the site of a number of gruesome killings during World War II. Converted and rebranded into Diplomat Hotel in the 1970s, the property later ceased operations when its owner died in 1987 and has since fell into disuse. Today, numerous accounts of apparitions of headless priests and the weeping sounds coming from the building have been reported. That concludes our video on the top 10 haunted houses in the Philippines. We hope you enjoyed the spine-tingling journey and learned about the chilling tales behind these haunted homes. We will be back soon with a new video. Till then, keep supporting and take care.